intro.
Tune in to the Connectwork with IKS, Tony Lynch, and Quaalude, America's #1 show.
If you haven't been listening to the new guys, the Connectwork, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, take that. This is the Diddler, and I'm oiled up and listening to the Connectwork.
From the west to the east, it's the D-O-double-G, and I'm rocking with the Connectwork.
If you don't know who I am, then you're stupid. Shout out to the Connectwork, hottest show, period. Yay.
I want to give a big shout out to the Connectwork. These brothers are the new sound of radio.
Now this is real entertainment, gang, damn it. Y'all better take lessons, and I mean it.
If y'all ain't listening to the Connectwork, then y'all got something wrong with y'all.
Andrew Tate here, and I want to give a super shout out to the Connectwork.
Big shout out to IKS, Quaalude, and Tony Lynch. Together they make up the Connectwork.
And we back 2 days after Christmas. It's the Connectwork, where these connections bring about collaboration, and these collaborations bring about real connections. I'm one of your hosts on this esteemed show, IKS. I'm passing along to my brother and my sister, and let them introduce themselves.
I'm Sheik, your new co-host. Q, set it off.
It is I, Sire, Richard of Nottingham. I'm glad that everyone had a special and magical holiday in whichever way you believe upon thee. And in my luxurious Uncle Travel and Matt travels, I came across somebody extraordinarily magnificent. And for this time, I'm gonna do the ping pong back to IKS, and then maybe IKS throw the other serve over to you, Sheik, on the intro. Shout out Yoshi Blade.
Yoshi
Blade. Yoshi.
Yes, sir.
Yoshi.
Yoshi on here.
Blade.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, and Yoshi.
Y'all, it's your boy, Shot Atlanta representative, Hustle Squad, Go Getter, Yoshi Blade in the building on the Connectwork network.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I want to say shout out to Kilo P hooking us up, man. You know what I'm saying? We actually had a couple of days, well, one day where we actually got to chop it up, man. You know, got to let you know what Connectwork doing, all that old stuff. That's when you got to let me know on some of the stuff that you're doing by you being from Chicago and in Atlanta, representing that Silanta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I got a question for you, man. How long has you this is a question that we ask everybody that come on to the show. If your life had a theme song, what would it be and why?
Hustlers don't quit. That's the thing. Hustlers don't quit. And why? Man, I'm a hustler, man. I'm from Chicago. Like I said, man, I come up from the gutter and left that mark and never going back. Only to goddamn it pick up other people, only to uplift my brothers and ensure I got to where I got to. That's the only way. Ain't no going backwards, man. Only forward.
Most definitely on that. Now, I when we was conversating, you said that you knew Kilo P, man. How did that come about, man? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all both from the west side of Chicago, so like y'all grew up, went to the same school.
Actually, we actually went to the same grammar school, came up, you know what I'm saying? And we met up in class, this cat rap, I rap, we came together, actually funny, we started off breakdancing. So that's how long we've been on the networking. Started off on some Beat Street, you know what I'm saying? And then grew from there, found the whole culture with the graffiti, dancing, and then it just, transitioned over to the music.
Okay. So is that so how long have you been with the Hustle Squad music?
Oh man, I've been with Hustle Squad about a good man. Let me break that down to you, actually. I'm from Chicago, West Side, native, you know what I'm saying? Everybody clicked up, you know what I'm saying? So I rolled with Four Corner Hustlers. That was the gang in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So when I transitioned from being a neighborhood cat to business, I kept the same mentality as the hustle, you know what I'm saying, and changed my business to Hustle Squad. You know what I'm saying? That's still part of the movement, but on something bigger and something better. So, you know what I'm saying? When we transferred from the game banging into my section that I mess with, the people that mess with the music, we was Hustle Squad. So I grabbed a few brothers and we pushed that movement, and it's been the same for like, man, the last dub. You know what I'm saying? The movement from the music, the studios, to a transition. We got artists, we got people that's doing clothing line. It's just a whole movement.
Okay, most definitely. Now, what inspired you, man, to like want to start doing music?
Man, I can't lie. It was the whole hip hop element, and then you know where I'm from. House music was the big thing. You know what I'm saying? We was the rebels at that time. We was fighting to try to get Chicago onto the hip hop scene. You know, everybody wasn't serious about hip hop back then. So that's what pushed us to go ahead and be the rebels and the people that was like Crucial them was some of the first in the city to get a deal. You know what I'm saying, on a major label. So
did you hear that though?
We was part of
Did
that
you hear
movement.
that though? Yo, Yoshi, you just said
Yes,
it, bro.
sir.
You said house music used to be your thing. And you know what? I had an epiphany out of nowhere. My mind just told me that you know how to do the dance move where they do like this and the leg be like this. Like you used to do that. Yes, that's house music. You pop in and y'all used to battle and you know how to do the backwards leg. You know how to do that?
Dance.
No. I ain't get to the stanky leg part. I ain't get to that part.
Yo.
The most I did was the rerun. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we was the rebels, man. We used to come to the party and try to make them play house music. I mean, take the house music off, put on rap. You know what I'm saying? And they love the music, but you know, once the girls stop dancing, that changed the vibe. So that's what really made them not be on the hip hop vibe, because the chicks weren't dancing.
Now I feel that because like when we used to go to them basement parties, you know what I'm saying? They had to see. I'm from Gary, so they used to have everybody who could do Michael Jackson better. So we used to, you know what I'm saying? If you was on my side of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? I was the one that was doing the Michael Jackson. Dude from the West Side came over there, man, killed me. He had the glove on. He had the little
leather jacket
orange,
and everything. Huh?
He had the orange shirt one. The orange shirt with the blue pocket on a mug, man. Killed me. But I whooped on him after the party though. he beat me on the dance floor, but I whooped him in the alley.
Well, you told him, don't come to my neighborhood, take to my shine, huh?
Man, nah, you can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing that. That's the craziness right there, man. So how long you been out there in Atlanta, man, from that transition from Chicago, man, to Atlanta?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, this year made 10 years. Fast in the mud. 10 years and shot past so quick, bro. I came down here 2015 and it snowed when I came. They was like, bro, you brought the snow with you. And I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't even no snow, man. It was like a dust. They shut the whole city down, bro, for some dust.
Yo, bro, see, look how quick, look how quick my mind think. My mind thinks so quick. If I was you and I did that, bro, it would have been time to get the speakers, everything out there, do it in slow motion. Right when they said that, I would have said, say it again louder. Ice cold. Say it again louder. Ice cold. Yeah, you remember that's their boy, Andre 3000. But say it loud. Ice cold. Yeah.
Yoshi, so what is
Yes, ma'am.
give me some of your proud moments. You know what I mean? Like you're just proud about what you do.
Oh, one of my proudest moments as far as doing the music, being like, it was a while back. I got a son, Lil Yoshi. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Yoshi.
Listen, we 3 G's deep. I got Lil Yoshi and Yoshi got Baby Yo. We 3 G's deep.
That's it.
Yeah, one of my proudest moments as far as with the music being with I had a studio in Chicago, and D Gaines is real popular videographer that shot the Chief Keef stuff, and he got that movement going. And once he got real big in the city, he threw a contest and made a beat and said whoever make the best song in the city to the beat, he was gonna shoot them a video. And I had cats coming to my studio. I done recorded like 5 different versions of this song. Then here come Lil Yoshi come over there like, Pops, I want to do this song. I'm like, man, why you want to do this? I done already recorded like 5 or 6 versions. He's like, Pops, I want to do it. I'm going to do it different. So we did the song. We submitted it. Why out of everybody in the city, he picked Lil Yoshi's song. That was one of my proudest moments as far as like, you know what I'm saying, putting it down and knowing that it's going to go on from generation to generation. So that's one of the proudest.
So when you moved from Chicago, right, did anything drive you from the move from Chicago, like into ATL? Like, was it something in your life that was going on that was not like you needed to change?
Yeah, to a small degree. One of my brothers that's from my group. He had moved down here, and we had a construction company, and you know he had got a deal for doing the Sam's Club and QT. So subbed out to him. So I was going back and forth doing the work, going back to the city, and then prior to that, you know, like I said, I had a studio in the city of Chicago for like over 10 years, and it was like I was feeling like stagnated. I wanted to grow, you know what I'm saying? It was seeming like every year was cool, but I didn't see the growth that I wanted to. Then like I said, he came down here, and then one of my partners, Cicero on the beat, he was finna come down here. So we actually came down here that same summer and just like, man, transition, like, man, let's do better. Let's go down to the music Mecca.
Okay. So was the move hard? Was it easy? I mean, because when you leave a certain state and all you know is that state or that's your home and you go to another place, was that easily
I'm gonna say the transition wasn't super smooth, but it was necessary. And I said it wasn't smooth because coming down here was totally different to me. Totally different. Everything you leaving, everything you done built up. You know what I'm saying? When I first come, I didn't bring my equipment and stuff, so I had to hit other spots, different studios. So the transition was totally, man, it was crazy. But like I said, it was totally necessary. It was necessary.
Now, how many kids do you have?
How much?
I got 6 boys and 3 girls, and I got 2 bonus daughters on top of that.
Okay. I think the last
quick question out of nowhere.
Kids, right?
You said that again?
Yeah.
I said
you said he had 19.
He had like 15 kids.
No, you said he had 19.
16. He got out of 16. Support.
Man, I thought I had heard 19.
Really funny.
Yeah, he lived up to his name. Freaky,
but yo,
living up to his name.
Yoshi.
Yeah, freaky. That was his name, freaky. Yeah. So what is your proud
on your transition
when you moved to Atlanta? Some of the biggest people that you've actually worked with.
Like I said, when I came down here with a brother by the name of Cicero on the beat. And Cicero was a cat from Chicago that I met that, like I can say, he was popular on the hip hop scene there. But when he got down here, man, that cat, like, that's all he did was studio work. When I came down here, I did construction work. I did other things too, like I said, but he came down here straight on grinding. Within 6 months to a year being down here, he got scooped up by 808 Mafia. And man, he done made beats for Kodak, Future, man, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So bro been kind of keep me in the loop on different stuff as with networking. Me and him got like a mixtape we done did together. I got like, but we left Chicago. He used to be in my studio all the time working. So I got a good relationship with bro. And he like one of my links to the industry.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask your question, Quay.
Yeah, coming from Chicago, right? And transitioning to Atlanta. 2 different questions. When did you start dreaming? And do you believe you're still in the dream?
You saying far as in the transition?
As far as believing in music, as far as to the point where look at us, man, like behind the scenes before it started. Remember we said, yo, damn, look at the background. That's crazy. That represents something totally different. You know what I mean? So
I've been doing like music. I've been doing this music thing since, man, I was a kid. It's in me. That's my first wife. You know what I'm saying? And we done broke up a couple times, got back together. It's like a love-hate relationship. But I done come to the realization that she really ain't gonna never go nowhere. It's just gonna be how we transition and how we gonna end up together. Cause you know, when I don't got nothing else in the world, that's my go-to. You know what I'm saying? That's my release. So the dream been there. We had actually signed the production a deal with Black Grand Records back when the Leah was and Timberland and was on there. We had signed with them to do a demo deal, and ever since then, the meeting with the cats that ran the label, I knew it wasn't beyond a doubt that we had what it takes to falls on creativity. So it was just with them how they said we had to structure our company right and get everything set up corporatized. It never was a question far as the talent. It was just being set up with the right team, and that. So that's what the dream ain't never stopped. It just always been formatting with the right team. And I know that like when you get the right people, it's gonna come together like Voltron and you're gonna win. Just like in the streets. When you got the right team, you're gonna win.
Facts. That's facts.
Exactly.
Right.
See, that's the key word. Team. I always say that, man, so many times during all these shows and all that. There's strength in a man, but there's power in a team. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't get that. Everybody want to shine. There used to be that saying, you know, too many Chiefs, no Indians. But nowadays it's like, in order for you to, you know, everybody want to be a boss. Everybody want to be a, you know, the man already, right? But nobody want them scars that it take to get there. Nobody want those to go through that rocky ass road or that transition, hard times, the failures, the man, this ain't gonna work, everything. And that's what I meant by the dream. To the point where feeling like you crazy, where even if I am working, as you said, for me it was this job, Maximus, you know, enrolling people into the medical field. I never stopped dreaming. You know what I mean? Because and I found out through shout out Richard Taylor House Publishing. Shout out to bro. Yo, he said during one of our shows when he was a kid, his idols were different. On his walls, he had a picture of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Jesse Jackson. He like, those was my idols, right? And that broke the mold for me because a lot of, well, I'm even going to put it metaphorically. Me, I follow what my culture taught me or what I saw, not the breaking down of it. So to me, I didn't feel comfortable enough to be able to tell the truth. And my truth was due to me having my background with, you know, whatever it was, foster care, I still have family because my structure wasn't set up the same. God gave me music. So even though I thought I was supposed to idolize, you know, this basketball star, whatever else have you, I was more into style and hustling and making music. I was in the band. I played violin. You understand? So my point is, I learned that music was Slick Rick was my idol. If I told myself the truth, I wouldn't have had a Lamborghini on the wall that we all got from the book fair, the big 6-foot poster. I would have had a big poster of Slick Rick because I wouldn't have been ashamed to say, you know what, that's my idol. I don't want to grow up and be no Lamborghini mechanic, none of that. I like the car, but I'd rather be Slick Rick with the Lamborghini. You get me? I love his music. I love the whole, you know what I mean? So anyhow, he showed me then, you know what? When I thought that I was voiceless, that's why I never stopped creating, because regular communication wasn't my voice. Music been mine, whether it's a harmony, whether it's your melody, somebody else's melody. So to me, I'm thinking it's normal. To others, I am bugged out. That's a dream. And God only gave some of us that ability to continue to do that and still get the ambition of doing it every day like you just started. That's how I feel it. That's why I can't do a song if the feeling ain't there, no matter what you, So that's what I'm asking about that. We had a dude on the show a couple weeks ago that had said to me behind the scenes, man, you know what? I gave up because, hey, stop. I gave up because I didn't accomplish my dreams. I was getting older. I kept trying to do this, and nothing worked for me. So I began to say, you know what? I'm going to invest mine in other people's dreams, as if the gamble was still more beneficial. When I said to the brother, hold on, what if I were to tell you that the whole dream ain't the concert and the fireworks, and that's the end of the dream. Everything else on that journey, the old man on the bench, the puddle that splashed, the chaos and everything, the booger that smelled, everything, the wet feet, that's part of the dream too. Outside the arena,
the process,
everything was a part of the dream, and everybody else that was around, they were a part of it. They just didn't have to be in your vehicle, but they were definitely a part of it. You know what I mean? Air ain't just for us, air for everybody.
Hey, and then it's the key too, bro. You just said the magic thing. You said the magic thing.
I got Debo you on this. I'm trying to tap into something personal, brother. I'm talking about the part of what they talking pillow talking. I'm talking about that dream. You still live hip hop. This is a world. There are so many people that wake up dreaming every day, especially now that the internet's alive. So many people wake up dreaming. Did you notice this? You go to the store for Christmas. It used to be all year round a little princess set. All little girls. Remember the little tiara and the little shoes. Remember that?
Yeah.
That wasn't just for Halloween. That was to show the brother. It wasn't a little dude set up. It was construction stuff and all that for him. But for her, it was to teach them that's little princess. And she was taught, I'm little princess. Not shake my booty on her. You get what I'm saying? Not that. I'm a princess. Check your store. Check any shelf. And find me the quickest little princess set you can. And if you do, it's probably worth about $7. You get what I mean, bro? You live in a dream, bro. You live in a dream that 98% of people will never, ever, ever accomplish. People will not be able to talk to Yoshi Blade. People will never get their dream car. Most people will never get their dream job. So I'm asking you, as a man of living your dream, coming from places that people don't make it to 17, and you in Atlanta right now living it. See the microphones behind you? I'm talking to that Yoshi. So tell us about that dream, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with no money. That passion.
No, it definitely ain't about the money. It's definitely about the passion. And like I was finna say, you hit on a point that brought back a memory to me. When you were saying like your buddy say he quit. Like I told you, when you asked me my theme song, hustlers don't quit. You know what I'm saying? We go through, we take L's, and the L's, when you learn, it ain't a loss, it's a lesson. The more lessons you get, the more blessings you get. That's my thing, because you go through things and you learn, you experience. You experience things to make you a better person. And if you don't, you're going to go through the same trial again until you learn to duck your head, or else you're going to keep bumping. Man,
that's the t-shirt right there. More lessons, more blessings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it ain't no such thing as an L on a loss. It's just a lesson. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you at mentally, where you gonna take it to. The flick, going back to the end. Originally, when we got up with the manager, our group was the ones that brought the focal point to bring dude in. Far as what we was doing. But again, like everything I do, it's about the movement. It's about the community. It ain't just about us. It ain't just about the focal point. So in the process, we brought in Wild as a producer for us. Kilo always been around. Kilo was like an extra extension of our group. He was actually a member of our group before he was with Crucial. So it's always about the team.
Going back that far.
Because you brought up something when you said Buddy said he quit. And I didn't stop a couple times, but the word quit ain't in it. I may have slowed down because when I came down here, I came down here on business, music business, and started the cleaning business, the construction business, and as of 3 years ago, Hustle Squad Trucking. You know what I'm saying? I came down here on business because when I came down here, I seen cats doing the music off of real estate money, investors. When I came from Chicago, people was doing music off of drug money. You know what I'm saying? So when I came down here and seen that they structured their business and was able to get real capital to put into their stuff, I immediately, let me follow the format. If this was working, this how I go, let me follow the format. Set me up a couple of LLCs and started focusing on that part of the game while I still did the music, but it wasn't my focal point at that time.
So
yo, you just made a crazy
when you listen to
point.
music, when you be listening to music, right, doing your music thing, man, like what's your process, man? Like do the beat help you do your writing, or do you already have your concept in mind before you even hear a beat or even approach the mic?
I'm old school. I have a lot of concepts, and like I said, the last 3 years I've been trucking. But before that, that phone is beautiful. I got a record thing on there like hooks and stuff. I'm hook master. So when I be riding, I come up with stuff. I just hit my hooks. I got like over 400 something just recordings with different things that just vibes. When it come, I record them because that creativity, that spark don't always come right back. So you got to catch that magic then. Now you come back to that magic and I go through things and I find beats that inspire me. When I find that beat, then I go back and find something that go with that beat. Then I write to it.
Okay.
Yoshi, when's your birthday?
The 29th of November. Sagittarius in the house.
Yo, man.
Good energy, good energy.
Mine's the 25th. Sagittarius. Yeah, mine was just November 25th. Yes, sir, brother. So that means, guess what? Hold on, Yoshi, we special. This is something that they can't even understand. Watch this. Like every 8 or 9 years, your birthday land on Thanksgiving, huh?
No, for some strange reason, the 29th, I don't know, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. For the last 20 plus, I don't do holidays, bro. I don't do no holidays. Only thing I do is birthdays. I don't do no holidays. So I do enjoy the getting up with the family, the eating and the camaraderie, but man, I'm a different beast, man. I've been on some different stuff since a teenager. Different.
Yeah, I was born on Thanksgiving.
Well, my birthday is tomorrow.
Could have been a Sagittarius and she'd have brought you out a little early. You could have been a Sag.
Yeah. I'm a cap. I'm a cap though, for real. I'm a cap.
Well, happy early birthday. Happy early born day.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
So hold on, Sheik. What you finna do for your birthday?
Right, that was my question to you, even though I ain't the interviewer. What you got planned for your special day?
You know, it's not what I got planned for myself. So I flew in from Dallas to be here with my son. So him and his friends got some stuff planned, and we're actually gonna go to the snow. And I think I'm a ski. I'm just trying to see. I'm a black skier. A little bit.
I mean, she's sitting on the sideline watching.
See what? Pushing me down in a damn YouTube total. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And having some drinks.
Hey, it's funny you said that, and that must be a Cap trait, because my old lady a Capricorn, and she be on that what y'all gonna do for me? Surprise me, set something up for me. That's her thing. So I like you said, they set something up for you. I guess it's the ambience of having a surprise. I guess that's y'all thing, huh?
Well, I hope Chic People is gonna be filming.
Oh,
I hope Chic People gonna be filming her when she goes
On
skiing
them skis, me too.
Yo, I'm telling you, look. Let me just tell you, watch this, Yoshi, ahead of time, right? You're gonna see the slow motion. It's my birthday with the drink and everything, and the first stroke is gonna be all right. And then you're going to see that commercial. That moment when you know you done.
You talking about the commercial when Buddy be skiing and the next thing you know he naked?
Nah. With a YouTube thing with the voice where it say, at that moment, she done. You know what I'm saying? And yo, the next frame from there on out, you're going to see the
at that moment.
Drink that way, ski pole that way, ski over there. But guess what? Is she gonna make it to the bottom of the hill like this?
Still holding the cup.
Woo!
Ain't spilled the liquor.
Ain't spilled
I'm
the
hold it up here. Like, no, it's my birthday. It's the only time I get
ain't spilled the
No.
Yeah. Everybody around her holding a stomach. That's how it happened with us. See, with us, we gonna watch you. After the fall, it ain't just it's for us, just black folks. That's just our thing. We can't rush in for the savior. You gotta embrace the ooh. You all right? And then we run in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after
Right,
you,
the after effect.
after.
We all embrace. I don't care if you trip on something. It's ooh.
Yeah,
Yo, help them.
yeah.
You all right?
And my son, they went up to the snow yesterday and came back down to get me, right? And so he told me, oh, I already fell. I bumped my head so hard, my head was hurting. So now he in there trying to recuperate from the brain injury that he had.
The concussion.
How old is he?
I know. I say he trying to recuperate from the concussion.
Uh-oh. She froze again, probably. There she go.
Can you hear me now?
There she go. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear anyone.
You can't hear
me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear us now?
You good?
Well, yes.
Is he all right from the concussion?
I think you can hear me, Sheik?
Can you hear me, Sheik?
I hear you. I hear you.
Again. She just froze up again. Hey, Yoshi, I got a question for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Since you be doing this music stuff, man, how do you feel about AI?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I just had a discussion about this last night. It's gonna be very, very hard for me to embrace that. Very hard. One, I see beyond the right now. You know what I'm saying? So I see like it's like the death of creativity. You know what I'm saying? On originality. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like it's a tool, but when you give AI artists a deal, what are we saying as consumers of the music? We accepting this? So we taking BS now, something that ain't even real. We finna accept this as being our new reality. So I think it's gonna be like I don't know, that's gonna be a hard feel right there. And I'm one of the ones, I'm not accepting that. It's cool, but it's not true creativity to me, as far as from an AI artist.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go ahead, Quay.
What about 190% you as the artist, but you use AI visuals?
Visuals to me is different from an artist using that as saying, this is my creativity, this is an artist. Because I got some cats now that they really just did a whole AI project where they wrote it, went in there and sung it, but do this one for a chick, do this one for a guy, do this one country. You know what I'm saying? They used it for the production. So, you know what I'm saying? And the project came out pretty good, but again, how authentic is that? You know what I'm saying? When you come from the era where we come from, you used to have to write your own stuff. I had to adjust to the new industry back when we had writers and people was, you know what I'm saying? So now we taking it to another level beyond writers to where you got a computer coming in, animating your stuff, and now we taking this as being a real person.
Nah. See, hold on. Now. See, this is where we see you and I don't know your age, but bro, I just turned 49, right? So look, right, this is the difference where ghostwriters or writers, period, back then and now. If you had to understand the game, but if you understood the game, then you understood you writer or not, you needed raw talent to step in the door. You know what I'm saying? Now, some talent knew how to write. Some people just got a voice, bro. They can't write for nothing. You know,
I truly understand
so a lot of people came in at those angles. So now when you separate those and you get the ones that say, like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a Mary J. All her 190%, right? And then the bigger you get, once it's we understand you as a brand now. Now it's like you're at a pedestal now where we can't allow you to do your regular music. So 90% of the average hood, you know, emotionally connected artists, we really won't get all the material that they do regularly. We'll get the things that match the brand that they understand are going to make a certain amount of money in a certain market, and you know things that match their yes sir
Yep.
things that match the machine. We need to keep the machine running. This ain't about emotions.
Listen, I truly understand that because, like I said, I had to understand from being an artist. From an artist standpoint, that's where I was coming from. From a business standpoint, I understand the machine. I understand once you get a brand to a certain level,
there's a time. It's still the same time frame for either. You need raw talent on one way or the other to step in. But once you become a brand, some people never make it to a brand. But once you become a brand, it's like, this dude momentum ran out. You know, you got writer's block. People change. Mentally, they may not be challenged, but we got a brand to go. So now we got these writers going. We going to keep this machine running until it's broke.
But that's what I was saying. It was level. The original level when I came in as an artist, it was pure artistry. What you got, what's your ability, what you bring to the table. But as you progress in the game, you understand it's a business. So as a business, we got to keep this brand going, whether he is the writer or not. So I understood that, but it's like, do we go to the next level to where we finna accept artificial intelligence as being a true artist? And this is what we finna push. Absolutely not. Ready to accept that.
Absolutely not. I just look at it as a way of them saying that the computer has become such a mainstream that the average individual, if you can't make a few dollars off of this, then you lost, because we can create a machine digitally and make more than you. So that should be something that, because music for me begins and ends with feelings. You get what I'm saying? And me passionately, I live off of that regularly. That'd be my problem a lot of the times. So for me getting older and learning dreams don't come to life for the average person, along with us being in a day and age when nobody appreciates nothing, everybody's entitled, you know, to accomplish a dream nowadays, let alone to actually be in it, live in it, is a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm kind of steering the conversation a little different, but I know we got a different level of listeners, right? And ultimately, see, people think that I don't know what they think, but regardless, right? I'm still a dreamer, bro. So again, for the people that are watching and want to dream, what type of access and what channels would or should they travel to accomplish success? And exactly, like, for real, how much capital does it really cost someone legitimately? Because you made a point a few minutes ago, right? That was one of the greatest illusions ever, especially for us that did a bunch of time, right? You think street cred, hood certified, da-da-da-da. And you said one thing, man, people was hustling to get studio time or to do anything that had to do with the musical entertainment. You had to commit crimes in order to invest into your dream, right? We weren't told or given the access to say, hold on, nah, guess what? The things that you're really good at, such as the way you did that backyard for Auntie, and you don't like nobody coming messing with Auntie yard because you know how to maneuver that thing. Guess what? That's called a landscaping company. The same way you whip that 18-wheeler, guess what? That's called a trucking company. Blah, blah, blah. You understand? Same way you manifested it, right? But sometimes the puzzle pieces that you have don't connect on the board that you were born on, or you.
But it all comes back to what the name of y'all show, the Connectwork. It all comes back to your network. I done got around and came down here and got around different people who had a different mentality. They was doing the same goal, funding the music, but they had different avenues. They had different people down here that showed them different ways. So when I came down here and seen that, oh, let me get in tune. Let me learn it. Let me start applying this. So no longer am I just stuck on, let me go do some illegal things to obtain the money. They showing me different ways to get capital from a level that's, man, the credit card game. It's a whole nother game out here that our people wasn't being exposed to. And man, just coming down here, getting that Southern culture, blending that with what I learned, the raw ability to hustle from Chicago, man, putting them together, I think just really took me to the next level.
Yo, I just noticed something too. Yeah, I got it. Like, you see how New Yorkers, no matter where we go, somebody can always tell we from New York. Yeah, too, man, because, yo, shout out Taco, man, big Taco, because when I did the 420 event, right, I'm outside and we was exchanging Instagram information and my phone was slow. My provider ain't rock with y'all provider. And he tall. He said, man, this is the first time I noticed y'all accent. He said, man, how you gonna be all the way out here in the shy? You ain't got no bars. You know what I'm saying? You just said the same. Y'all accent is undeniable, bro. So even though you win ATL, when you out there and you like, man, I know you ain't just put your foot on my car. They're like,
Oh, they definitely know I'm not from here. They definitely know I'm not from here.
On that car.
No, he ain't put his foot on my car.
Yes, sir. So like
So,
because
yo.
of like
Oh,
the
go ahead, brother.
avenues, because like the avenues is different from the town to out there and to Atlanta. Do you believe that if those type of avenues was shown to the youngsters out there in Chicago, do you think that it would transition different?
It can't help but we come from nothing. Like he just said, we hustling, doing illegal things to try and do some of our dreams. So if you show somebody who willing to put their life on the line for another way to get in there, obtain their dreams, you think they're gonna do it? Especially when you showing them that they work. We put our life on the line for some stuff. So for you to show me a way to get it legally where the repercussions ain't prison or death, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. And that's my goal, to come down here, learn what I learned, and take it back to the middle. You know what I'm saying? This our home too. We're originally from down here. Bro, I do a lot of research. I'm a research buff. Man, my people originally, my gramps and gramps them, they originally Chickasaw. They from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We left to do better for us. We weren't, my grandparents them weren't trying to have their kids raised down here to be stuck in the Southern. They want to have better opportunities, the factories, just the illusion of a better life. So they left to go up there. You know what I'm saying? And when I came back down here, I felt the hospitality of the South, like I felt home. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm used to the hustle and bustle every day up there, and to come down here, not to see the cars going past, to just get used to the rural living, it took a little adjusting, but it's still home, the hospitality. When you down, somebody, yeah, you all right, bro? You need something? You know how we is in the hustle and bustle in the city, somebody down on the street, you stepping over them to get to where you got to going. Hey, that's his problem. That's what he got going on. You know, it's the different mentalities. It embraced me. It took me back to, made me feel like the aura of, man, where we came from. You know what I'm saying? So I try to blend that with the hustle and bustle of the city life and put them together within my music.
Yeah, because that's crazy.
Is it fair to say you feel like yo, ATL got a warm hug? The environment is like a hug.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, my first time here was Freaknik back in the day. When I came down here doing the Freaknik and I felt the city and I seen how it was, me and my dog that came down here was like, bro, we getting the crib down here no matter what. And that's the one that moved down here. So he stuck to the fruition and came back, and I followed him. And he had a tragic accident while we was doing some construction work on the house. We were doing some siding, putting up a new siding. The nail gun actually kicked back and hit the power cord, bro. And you know how in the movies you see the smoke and the fire and all that? Yeah. Hey, that ain't Hollywood. That's real life, bro. That nail gun kicked back and hit that power cord, and it had the electricity had him stuck. He couldn't move. It was smoke, man, until it broke and he fell off the ladder, bro. Messed up his back. That's my bro, man. We've been in the group. That's one of the guys. Yes, sir, bro. He in the wheelchair. It's been 8 years now. He been in the wheelchair 8 years. So when I say life happens, bro, life happens fast. So the transition of, man, living your dream. One day is this, tomorrow you going through different, man. But, and that's been my goal since that happened to him, bro. My youngest daughter, mama, caught cancer and she passed. Since them two things happened, bro, my life changed. I don't BS around no more. I know tomorrow everything can be changed. I might not have the strength or the ability to do my dream no more. So I push at it at that level because at any given time, man, it all could change.
That's right, man. Tomorrow ain't never promised.
Say it again, bro. Say it again.
Tomorrow ain't never promised.
Yes,
I know that's
sir.
why I wake up.
Oh,
I wake
man.
up every day happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't ain't a guarantee that I was supposed to open my eyes. A lot of people wasn't lucky to even open their eyes like I was today, or like you was today, like my boy Quay was today, like Sheik was today. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't get, you know what I'm saying, don't get that.
They don't get that present. That's a
Yeah.
present, bro. The present is a present. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out Uncle Beats. Yesterday, he made a post, man, that said, your presence is a present.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And like he just said, everybody don't get that present every day. There's people that didn't wake up today. He didn't bless them with that present. You got it yesterday, but it expired, and you thought you was gonna have it tomorrow. It was things you could have did yesterday that you thought you was gonna have an opportunity to do tomorrow.
Threw them dice early.
Yeah, that's why you get up, grab the day, man, be better than what you was the
You know what we call this? See, this right here is called a Stacey Adams with no socks moment, man.
With the doctor shorts.
Man. No, with a nah, man, with boxer briefs, not even boxer briefs, old school flannel baggy boxers, letting your things breathe, right? With the robe on, in a Stacey Adams and no socks, opening the screen door. That kind of moment. What you
you half mode, huh? You half mode, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, you ain't get the good robe. You grabbed the one on the door, so it might don't even be yours. It's too small. But you at the door with this. Didn't I say Stacey Adams with no socks? This emergency moment. Yeah. You all right? Yeah.
And it got to be an emergency. You slide on some Stacey's.
Yeah. With no socks on? Come on, fam. Everybody got an uncle like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to that uncle, man, that you always embrace. And he the nicest on spades. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the one. That's that uncle I'm talking about.
Or the church socks and the sandals.
Church socks and sandals.
Don't do that one, no.
Yo, hold on. You right, IKS. The church socks with sandals with the open toes. Yeah.
Oh, them the Jesus walks 3,000.
Yes.
The Jesus walks.
Yep, the Jesus.
Straight crap. All right, so if we're gonna go there, shout out to the aunties that be still wearing socks that only roll up to the calf and they don't care. Yeah.
He talking about the stockings.
They don't even wear full stockings that go up. They go to the calf and you see them rolled up. They don't care. Yeah, wearing flats. You know what I'm saying? That's the ones to be like, I've been at the telephone company for 35 years. I wish I would. You don't even understand comfortable. Shut up. Yeah. Hey, yo, got a question for your play. Yo, have you ever farted on stage? Have you ever farted on stage?
No, but that out of my stomach then we did the bubble up a couple times right before, but hey, that bubble up is serious.
And you held it?
That bubble up is serious.
Did you hold it or did you have to go on and handle that, man?
Hey, boy, you got to go on stage and make it happen. Shit, you got to get tight. You got to get tight around here.
So
you got to make it happen. They say the show must go on.
So pay attention. It's a couple spots that you was just moving the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? The body language ain't match the lyrics, but yo,
it's
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Eddie Murphy when he was on stage.
When you get the new shoes, you don't want to put a crease in them. That's how you gotta walk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And yo, have you ever walked on the stage? You ever walked on the stage behind somebody and they done gassed it and you walked into the cloud like?
And listen, I walked on stage. I'm gonna tell you something. What was crazy? My first performance. If I wasn't a real go-getter, I'd have left the music business. Listen, let me tell you. my first performance. Me, Kilo, my guy Rocky. We performing at our high school. We the only cats that didn't got the real equipment. We got Technic 1200s on stage. We up there, my boy Rocky G cutting it up, bringing us out. Boy, when I tell you, boy, some haters, while we up there performing, the Mog to unplug the damn cord. So you hear the music. Next thing you know, we hear boom, boom, pennies and nickels and stuff. Boom! In the middle of mine, plug it back up, start it back up, unplug it again. Oh my God, it was horrible. So I'm gonna tell you this: if I wasn't solid and I wasn't the real one, that would have been it for me right there.
Man.
I came back. We got to come back and rock that joke again. And hey, we came back and made my name right. We came back and made it right. It was a couple summers though. I'm gonna give you. It was a couple summers, but I came back and made it right.
Yo, I got booed. I got booed numerous times, man. Hell yeah, I got booed.
Only the strong survive though.
Only the strong survive. Yeah, hold that. But I ain't gonna hold you for that good 5 minutes, 10 minutes afterwards. It definitely, it's a drop of tear moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter how tough you is, that's what really feels.
Forget drop a tear. I got to come back to this school and walk around this mug here. So to hold your hands up in school.
Everybody like, oh, that's
he got the plug full.
Yo.
That's buddy them. That go buddy them.
Yo, everybody saying boo in the hallways. Boo! You still getting booed.
No, it didn't go that far. Cause I wasn't taking all that now. I wasn't taking all that. We still with some hood cats. I wasn't gonna take all that.
Hey, yo, hold on. And let me ask you this, being honest. Oof. The girl that you came in with during that performance, did she rock with you? Or did she slide from all them boos?
Oh, around that time then, I ain't gonna even lie. I was so stuck into the music. I had a chick that I messed with like at the crib, but she wasn't my school chick, luckily. So she didn't know nothing about none of that. I just had to go home and just have a heavy heart, put my head down, and go back to the drawing board.
Yo, ain't nobody ask you what happened.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'm a real one, like I told it now. That's a proud moment to me because I came back and I made my name right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying when you got to the crib, when family came through, I'm talking about the people that raised you that know when they baby hurt. Ain't nobody saying what's wrong, baby.
Hey, I went into seclusion.
Yo.
Hey, this hurt one for everybody. I had to come back and say, is this really for me? Yeah, this for me. They weren't ready for me yet. I'm advanced. They weren't ready for us yet. That's what I had to tell myself. Because remember when I tell you, at that time, house music was still the big thing in Chicago. We was the rebels trying to break into hip hop. So in my mind, they weren't ready for us. They weren't ready. They don't know good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what drove me to keep going. They ain't know what they were seeing. They ain't know they had the future right in front of them.
That'd be the truth right
there.
You know,
and it came out to be true because Kilo ended up Crucial Conflict. You know what I'm saying? World renowned. Gold album. So they didn't know what they had the future right in front of them then.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like that goes for a lot of individuals that chase after the dream of being in, you know what I'm saying? People look at everything that's inside that box. And when you that one that's outside that box, they looking at you weird because you're not inside of this. And the reason why you're not inside of it is because you're thinking outside of the box. And a lot of people don't be grasping
thinking bigger than the box.
You might get your boos, you might get your thumbs down, you know what I'm saying? Or get up out of here. They ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? And then when they see like, damn, he had
when they catch up to you, Hey, when they catch up to you, because sometimes the creator give you what he give you, other people don't see it yet. And especially when you still forming it and getting it together. You know what I'm saying? He got you in the oven cooking while other people ain't even in the kitchen yet. So by the time you done and ready, and they looking at you, you 3 or 4 years ahead of them. And by the time they catch up with you, you already on your next vibe and they still just getting to, damn, I've been doing that. We had a lot of that, man, as far as in the studio, being in Chicago, the music scene, like I was saying, before the hip hop was there, we was there. We was Chicago hip hop at a time before everything came on. That's why I embrace it with love, because these cats then took the culture to another level. And the bread that they getting these cats now, I just wish they had more insight on how to spend that dollar 2 or 3 times in our community before it leaves. That's what I just wish that they had the insight for, and that's what I think we getting back to.
Now, hold on though, brother. Hold on. You can't blame somebody, right? Let's say I do want to invest in my community. This one thing you got to look at the pros and the cons. Let's say I do want to do that. You know, I am somebody that's from the hood, and in a way, you know, I kind of owe the hood because I done been down and out the majority of my life. Let's say, right? Okay. So with that being done, let's say I got $1 million to invest. And there's nothing to invest in.
How come there's nothing to invest in? If you from the hood, you know, like I know, you know the lacking areas, you know the areas that need some pickup. You don't need nobody to tell you. You see it yourself. You experienced it. So you got to be that living example yourself. Don't nobody got to tell you that in this area ain't no daycares for the kids. In this area ain't no off the street club, nowhere for them to go do nothing. You know automatically. So
that's why people be having the turkey drives. That's why some people be doing the turkey drives, because they know that this community ain't got the well-being to celebrate on this day or celebrate, you know what I'm saying, or get, you know what I'm saying, get groups. That's why a lot of people be doing that. I feel you on that. Because
yo, watch this. See, that back to the topic you were saying earlier, Yoshi, and I'm about to respond. And watch this. What if, see, we back to the same thing. If somebody knows different, if you knew better, you do better. Now, if as you said, I know what's wrong with this, that, and the third. Some people, let's say in your community, it really ain't nothing there. We do the regular, okay, let's take care of the property. Let's say you even bought the projects. And there's a few artists that have done that, bought a certain housing complex or whatever, and still on the real estate, helping from this angle. And even to the point of retail, right? What next, bro? Once that's been done, right? And the real issue hasn't been dealt with. So with that being said, it seems as if for our communities anyway, once like Nipsey, you left the average person, we leave the ghettos and go to the proper community to learn certain things and blossom, grow and blossom. Knowledge is the responsibility
to pass it on, brother.
You're right. Now look, I agree. Now look at what Nipsey did, right? I'm just saying the formula. How before we had said, you know, you got to do wrong. You hustling in order to invest into your dream, the rap game, right? So when it came to Nipsey, he understood that and said, I'm going to invest into putting knowledge into the hood. I'm going to give them the angles to be able to learn the metaverse, learn property, learn clothing, retail, all this. I'm investing that into the hood. Knowledge, so they can plant these seeds, grow, and then blossom elsewhere like they need to do, right? And they took him out. They got him out of here. Larry Hoover with that situation. Once, have you noticed? And that just had me thinking on that, right?
But I know what you're finna say, and I'm finna say this.
They let Meech go.
But you understand what can Meech teach us? Meech can't teach us none of the things that you just spoke on the mother.
Exactly. That's the hope. I just picked up to that. You get what I mean? Total different scenarios, but
you know what made me peep too? Another cat brought up when Meech was having they trial. They didn't have to have a session where they had to break down the properties of the different things and stuff because he never spent any money owning nothing. So that was a part of their trial they didn't have to do. He was a major reason that Atlanta strip club scenes flourished because they came in and created the Make It Rain instead of the invest in buying. When they went down, they didn't have the RICO, they didn't have to break down so how many properties they got. They didn't spend no money on properties. They didn't do anything that was according to their capital to push us and them to another level. They just created the ambience of the lifestyle. So again, when he got out, he in the same position. His money, he ain't got no properties, he ain't got nothing. He got a name. He got a name, and sometimes your name mean more than gold. So he got to come back and bounce back all the way from the bottom off a name from something he used to do. And no capital.
Push the influence. Hold on. No, the same narrative is still there. Push the illusion of, look, do the wrong thing to become a millionaire. And even if you go get locked up, and no matter if this one tell that, you can still come home and be the millionaire. But if you about teaching somebody the blueprints behind this, you out of here. You off this earth. Yeah, you get that's what it's looking like, brother. It ain't just about the Malcolm X's and all that. I'm trying to say that there are pockets in this world, and you found one in where there is no invisible ceiling. But for most of us in our ghetto communities, there's a ceiling there. And there's a narrative that must be pushed because there's no such thing as cleaning up the hood and stopping this drug action. Because when you stop that, the ripple effect is too strong for them. That means there ain't going to be no more drug programs. Ain't going to be no more clinics. Ain't going to be no more homeless shelters. Ain't going to be no more. All of this that happened to go through there. It ain't going to be dirty. So now you ain't got to pay all them garbage men. Listen, it's too much that's going to lose. They circle certain things in our communities when you really pay attention to it. I live in a community where I ain't never ever seen a damn street sweeper. Never. You see?
You said one thing, and I'm gonna say this word. If you scared to be a martyr, then this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right
I done been shot a couple times, but doing something that wasn't to push better perspective for my kids, for my community, just living a life. So it was a time, like I said before, where I done put my life on the line for things, for change, for just the opportunity to try to, man, I'm finna get this bread but we can invest in this. I'm finna get this bread but we can do this. Life on the line. Penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? I caught a case one time, bro. My last official case, I ain't gonna say no traffic, that ain't official. But my last official case was 9 to 45 I was facing. 9 to 45. Not days, years. So to put that on the line for what it was compared to now, what I know, my kids, my grandkids, to be able to get them the game, but they won't have to go through what I went through, I'll take that chance. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a martyr. If I'm gonna die, let it be for something. Let it be for a reason, not just for existence.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is to be a leader in the neighborhood to where you step up and do things and, hey, you got households where you paying their rent. You know people eating off of what you doing. People depending on you. So I know the value of that. Whether it's illegal, which it was, to where you get to the point where it's legal and, hey, people coming to work, you paying them on Friday out of your, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. It's just
what's that payroll? Yep.
Exactly. Where you at mentally? Where you at legally? Did you cross the threshold to now I got LLCs? It ain't just a corner operation. But in reality, it's still the same operation. You go get the product, you get it packaged, you sell it. Same thing. We get the trucks, we go pick up the product, we move it, we get paid. It's still the same principles. It's just where you at mentally with it. And do you understand the value of who depending on you to make this go?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's some truth right there. Because I mean, like with the game, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
The same thing that you learn in the streets of how to maneuver or how to talk or how to present something or how to sell something. When you take it up into this new set of structure that you're doing. It's that you can apply the same knowledge that you got, but
Yes,
it's
sir.
just on a whole different table. You ain't got to worry. You ain't worrying about the police down kicking in your door. You know what I'm saying? You trying to flush bags down in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? That's clogged up. You can't flush nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't running trying to spit. You know what I'm saying? Spit these pebbles about your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You got you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You ain't doing none of that no more. But you can apply the knowledge that you got
Right.
to this whole new game. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people they mindset isn't set on that yet.
But a
You know what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
people ain't get that opportunity though, bro. A lot of people ain't went through the trenches to have to. This the way I have to eat. It wasn't no 9 to 5 in. This was every day. Get up out the bed, grind, grind, grind. If you don't get up, you don't eat. But it wasn't legal. So a lot of people didn't go through that. So when you went through that, and now you're on the other side of the track, and you still put that same ambition and hustle into a legal situation, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna win. Because you're not the average person. You know where you done came from and what you done went through. You know where to gut at, and you not trying to go back.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think, have you ever thought of this
The
right here,
game
bro?
don't
Like,
play just the players.
what?
Just
Hold up, but
players.
yo, have you ever thought like the type of energy that you put into, you know, hustling? I mean, the type of scenarios that happen daily. That's a different level of energy. So when you go legitimate, believe it or not, you don't even need to use like 50% of that real grit and grind. And your energy is already 1,000 times more powerful than what they're doing, you know?
That's what I meant. You got it exactly. They never been through that, so they not even at the intensity level you at.
Straight up.
Exactly.
And you know, some people, you know, the reality now, yo, it's the internet world, right? So many people are in their illusion. They don't see success. They don't even know how to smell success. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard
They
that
just hit a
saying?
word.
Said
If
$1
you got the
million
most money in the room,
what is
you ever heard
success
that
to
saying?
everybody? Success is different for
the
you as it is to IKS, as it is for me. Success is where you think it's at. You know what I'm saying? Some people think success is just about the amount of capital you acquire. You know what I'm saying? When I had to realize when I was in Chicago before I even made it here, I was successful. I had a successful business I was up and running that's been up and running for numerous years. But what level of success did I want to attain? Was I happy with just having a business and up and running? Or did I want a business that was flourishing? Or did I want a business or something that I could pass down to my kids that they could keep it going? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's your level of success? What's
Dynasty
your level of
building.
happiness?
Dynasty building, man. That's the you know what I'm saying? That's the mindset, dynasty building. Because that's something that you can pass down from generation to generation to generation to generation. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That dynasty building, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing right here at Connectwork, man. That dynasty building.
Yo,
That
Kiss
dynasty building.
had a ball back in the days, man. Say, yo, bro was on it's understandable. He said, bro was on the block with the same old grams. He said, no, couldn't get over the block couldn't get over the hump with the same old grams. People on the block making fun of him. He slid off, came back with the hammer and hit every one of them. Yo, so many people nowadays, right, in this internet world, don't understand that perception and entitlement is not a reflection of reality. It's exactly what it is, perception and entitlement. Just because you call me whatever, that don't make that reality. Reality is what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? No narratives, no illusions, no nothing. Certain people
None of
shake
that.
certain ways, and that's just what it's going to be. You know what I mean? A
Facts.
man don't hide his hand. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how this thing go. So to some people, right, you can't, I mean, as a human, you only responsible for what you've experienced. If you ain't never experienced it, you don't know no better. So if you've been around a bunch of bums and illusions or whatever, and people been telling you that smile is beautiful when your face crooked, that's the world you in, bro. Unfortunately, life don't reward a nasty ham sandwich with a round of applause. Not out here. You know what I'm saying?
Not in the real world, but in this internet world, you might get us some applause. You know what I'm saying? You might get some fake likes and you thinking that it's real. That's the whole thing that I'm adjusting to. That's why when y'all call and Kilo called me, I jump right on it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife been talking about doing a podcast for the last 2 years, and she'll jump on it. The energy go down. We'll talk about it. The energy go down. But when I talked to Lord about it, he was like, man, get up with my bros, man. They already own it. They doing it right now. So if anything that
be with the energy.
and he like anything you want to do, bro, you know the network, man, them cats will help you out. So when I talk to IKS, the energy I got and just being on the phone, I'm like, man, this is a good dude. And when I get good energy, I like to reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? And if there's anything that I could do for that situation to boost it up, to push it to the next level, that's me. Because I know that's how they got where they was from what we did with the push.
Guess
You
what
know
I
what
only
I'm saying?
demand is? I only demand, or should I say, request. Be you. The definition, one, and we don't find this out until you get older. The definition of real is being true to who you are. And guess what?
Facts.
We a bunch of funky, raggedy, snaggletooths. Only gotta be smart sometimes. Family. That's it. So if you don't mind coming through, yo, the other day, right? Yo, we looking at something, and I say, yo, damn, bro is yo, bro, I'm talking about bro look retarded. And guess what I said? That's my friend, though. You remember them days when man, that's my friend. You know what I mean?
Hey, you be that special friend when everybody else ragging them out. You right there. Hey, hold on, that's my dog. Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, like I was talking about open house the other day. You sneak through, whole little crowd or whoever, they in trouble. Guess what? They're my friends.
And that's my crew right there.
Yo, let me tell you ahead of time, mama. They're my friends.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
What we do. You just pulling up, man. What we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's all great energy over here. Love, music, and creativity. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we appreciate you pulling up, Yoshi Blade. And yo, we definitely
I want to speak on a couple more things right quick before I get out of here, man. I told my boys them about y'all. Man, this one of my members of my group here. He got a brand, man, Poisonous Fashion. When I tell you, man,
that's fire right there.
Oh yeah, that is.
I tell you, on point, man.
What it got on the back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Okay.
That's hard.
Okay.
Gotta support it, man. You gotta support it. Got the hometown on there, Chicago.
Yeah.
Gotta support it. Another brother that I mess with down here, AOB, All Out Blitz. You know what I'm saying? Brands that we pushing. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I call these brothers, they on point. Anything I ask for, they deliver. So I'm the same way with them. Anywhere I go, I'm pushing these brands. This is my brand right here, Hustle Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, come on, yo, you know, behind the scenes, pass us all the logos. We're gonna push it, man. Yo,
well, definitely.
Watch this, yo, bro. Is that available? Do it got you can put every city on it? You got your own city on it? On the arm?
No, this was like a family and friends joint that he did for everybody that was supporting. You know how they had them do them joints, family and friends. And this joint was so hard, I had to buy two on, man. I had to support him. He been in business for about a good 4 years. And, you know, I did a hoodie here and there, but when he dropped this varsity, oh, bro, I had to have it. Everywhere I go, I get, man, compliments. And I feel like, man, since even on that stage, man, back then when I got booed, I was ahead of time, man. You know, I'm a fashion guru. You know what I'm saying? They weren't ready for what a nigga was rocking back then. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't up on the Young Blazers. You know what I'm saying? I was the Kanye for Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, Yoshi. Who you going we opening the doors. You know, who you gonna bring to the lab, man? I mean to the event space, man. Like you wanna bring Lil Yoshi?
Unfortunately, I can't bring Lil Yoshi for a hot minute. He's presently on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
gotcha.
He foot so I understand that.
Gotcha.
Ain't no wrong with that. Shout out to Lil Yoshi. Shout out to Lil Yoshi. Yada da man.
But you know what? I feel like too, that was a blessing within itself because little dude was a mini me, but on 10. You know what I'm saying? Going too hard. And the worst thing you asked me about coming down here, the hardest part of my transition was leaving my kids, leaving everything that I built up to be me to come down here and start over with nothing. But you know what? I did it, and look where I'm at now. I started with nothing and came back with, hey, I feel like I'm in a better position than I was there, but everything that made me came from there. You know what I'm saying? So the hardest transition was just leaving everything and everybody that you had built up, your network, to come to a new place where a person don't know you from a can of paint, but now you got to start all over. And shit, I feel like
sometimes you never even started over. That was the second phase for your aura to grow. You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
Sir.
Yeah,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Word.
Hey, Yoshi.
Sometimes the root just don't grow at home, man. That's all.
No, the root started at home, but you got to pick that.
Yeah.
You got to pick that pot up and put it in a bigger pot sometimes.
In a bigger pot. Yeah, they taught us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Have you ever heard of this plant called the silver dollar?
Silver dollar.
Nah.
I'm not for sure.
Get up with it. Get up with it. Yo, listen, it's a real plant that look like all the leaves look like little silver dollars. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that because they always had to be replanted. You know what I mean? Grow to a certain thing and the bigger the silver dollars.
Hey, I'm gonna put you up on something that I found out recently that it took me a while to understand it, but when I did, it made me understand the transition of growth. You know, when you see a bamboo tree come through the ground, it didn't already been growing underground for over 10 years. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
By the time we see the progress of it, it had already been growing and growing while we ain't even thought about it. Before it break through, it already got it's so strong when it come through that's why it's how it is. That's why it got its principle. But it made me understand sometimes we be growing in our roots and we study trying to do the breakthrough, but it ain't time for us to do our breakthrough yet. Our foundation ain't as solid as it need to be, but we ready to break ground. We ready to get out there. Coming down here.
Have you ever noticed this, brother? Bamboo only grow around humans.
No, I never
Bamboo
noticed
thrive
that.
off of human interaction. Yo, we had a literal real situation, man, where somebody who lived next door passed away, but there was a path between the bamboo. I got mad bamboo over here, right? Guess what? It was and I'm talking about for 12 years, it was a path. That's what she said. Listen, she passed away. Within 60 days, that bamboo came out the ground and refurbished itself and closed that what you call it, man? And closed that.
Was that path the path that she used to walk?
Yes. That was exactly the path she used to walk. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm telling you though, bamboo got human interaction. You look in the middle of the fields, ain't no humans around, ain't no bamboo.
It just made me think though, bro, because we ready to do our breakthrough. We ready to, you know what I'm saying, have our breakthrough. But in reality, sometimes the Most High still got us in the oven, purifying us, getting us ready. We ready where we think we ready. Our ego ready, but your heart and your soul ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Because for all the stuff that I done been through to get here, man, bro, I had to mix the streets with spirituality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my stuff that I do now, it got to have awkward lesson in it some type of way. Even if it ain't preachy, it got to be something in it that's going to be a positive, an uplift. It got to be something in it, energy. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
That seed plant.
That's me.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing, man. Make sure that tree is grown so the next generation could get the shade. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, before we slide out of here, man, you want to like give people like where they can find you at, like for your products or your boy, you know what I'm saying, your boy products, like tags, music, events.
The Poisonous Fashion brand, that's on IG. You can go on IG under Poisonous Fashion. He got jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, different things. The All Out Blitz. Bro ain't got his distribution set up for it right now. It's in the kickoff stages on the marketing. The Hustle Squad the same, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pushing the product yet. We doing product development. I got some hoodies, I got some hats, I got some jogging pants. I got a couple of short sets. My whole thing was just getting product placement ready, getting brand recognition ready, and getting the trademarks and everything locked in. That's one thing I can say to people, man, when you have ideas, lock down your stuff legally, because a lot of people don't know Juneteenth is owned by white people now. People don't know that. Whenever something happen that's gonna be where you can make money off of it, they lock it down, own it, and then promote it. That way, whatever come back, they make money off of it. So we got to start doing the same thing, just like we did with hip hop. That's why I said I ain't with the AI stuff as much, because once you feed it in, bro, they gonna be able to regenerate what we doing, and then that's the way that we get out the ghetto. That's the way that we make money. Any way that they could cut the umbilical cord to us getting out the ghetto, they gonna do it. So if that's the way, why would we embrace that and make it seem like it's great? Because we only cutting off our own nose. People don't realize that. But with the brands,
and it should be as simple as, if you ain't got no talent, then just leave it alone. That's what used to be as simple as that. If you can't sing, guess what? You ain't no singer. You know what I mean? Ain't no big deal. But I don't understand how now people just, I'm a rapper, so I gotta make myself a rapper. But if the sickness don't end there, anybody who consumes that, you can tell the difference in AI rappers, singers, and a real rapper or a real singer. You can tell the difference. Ain't no passion in it. The words don't go together if you really listening.
But when they giving out $4 million deals for AI artists, you know what I'm saying? That kind of like push people. And to me, that's another way of them pushing for acceptance. You know what I'm saying? It's all on the community. It's on us to really take value to it. They could push anything. Like they tricked us into going for the streaming. You know what I'm saying? They tricked us into accepting streaming, accepting the pennies for streaming when we was at least getting a dollar a song. Now we getting 0.02 cent a song.
And guess, and you know what? And how was they able to do that, bro?
Ushering in new technology and us not investigating to see what's the outcome for us. We just accepting the narrative.
What if,
and that's why I'm scared of this AI stuff, because I feel like so many people gonna accept the AI narrative that before you look up, it's gonna be the norm now, and the real creativity ain't gonna be felt no more.
No. Watch this. This will always outlive the AI. But this is what has so many people making fake music and all that. Some people don't exist in real life. Some people don't go outside other than what's on that little internet. Most of us that function in real life, we don't even really show the real us on the internet for real. You get a piece of us, but some people outside of this internet thing, they don't exist. They are quiet. They're used to being unnoticed. They used to being the last on the line their whole life. That's what it was. So that's
they NLCs. I seen a new thing called NLCs, non-living characters. They're the people that's in the game that just walk past. They just fillers. They not part of the real movie. They just
living characters. But the thing is, they make themselves, or they think they making themselves relevant to the point where some people call themselves competition when we not even on the same bench, player. And people don't even understand it. Like I said, team and all this. Of course, they wouldn't understand team if they was like this. They had their hand out. You know what I mean? When it comes to us building
they were still on the porch while we was playing kick the can, and when they were still in the house and couldn't come out, how they gonna understand kicking it with your brothers and camaraderie when they didn't have the opportunity to experience it?
This is where we go wrong in life nowadays. I don't know how life done changed to the point where some people you're supposed to just accept. Guess what, man? We not the same. You would have. I remember there was a time, man, where twins could actually play different sports. Not a problem. You get what I mean? Even twins felt that I can have my own identity. Nowadays, everybody move like they a twin of anything that they reflect off of. And believe it or not, the internet is set up that way. It's not set up to create growth and building. A lot of those self-affirmations, those is built on depression first. You got to accept down and out, bad, da-da-da. In order to grow? No, I don't need to take 10 steps backwards in order to move forward.
Exactly.
Some people don't understand real growth. It used to be called stop lying, shut up. You know what I'm saying? You're lying. It used to be simple as that, but you can't say that no more. because
Hey,
it's all about a
everybody's
narrative.
too so emotional now. They can't accept the truth. Truth is not accepted now because the internet has it where everybody has their own personality. If I get on here and say I'm a king, I'm the king. When in reality, what have
That's
you
it.
done? What have you showed to be king? Where your kingdom at?
Where the kingdom at? But look though, this is the
Exactly.
crazy part. What happens then? This is the sick part. When people say, now hold on a second, Craig. Now you know you ain't stop it. Go on, give me my $18 in food stamps back. That's where you at. Now, what happens then when that's reality, but the internet personality still has to live? And the internet personality now creates a narrative. Regardless of the truth being exposed, I'm now going to double down on the fronting.
Delusion.
Hey,
What
another reason too why I stepped over into the fashion. I got a joint called Strike a Pose, and it's more like it's talking about getting fresh, getting ready, putting on, getting ready to step out. And before you do what you do, you go take that picture, strike that pose, and go post it. You know what I'm saying? That go more so with the fashion world that I've been tapping into a lot, and I've been getting a lot of feedback. A lot of like look reels and different stuff. People grabbing that joint, doing it. That's to me. That's one of my I could say more commercial ready joints that's been having a lot of mass appeal. So that's Yoshi Blade, Strike a Pose. You know what I'm saying? When you get a chance, go check that out. Then I got another joint, Yoshi Blade, Flowers. It's called Give Me My Flowers Now. You know what I'm saying? Give people their flowers while they can still smell them. Don't wait till I pass to be like, man, that was a good show we had. You know what I'm saying? Or for me to go back and tell, man, y'all need to get over Connectwork, man. It was a good vibe, good show. Give people their flowers while they can smell them. That's what that joint about. You know what I'm saying? Showing appreciation while people could get it, giving their gratitude.
Facts. Facts. Most people can't do that, man, because it's so much of a me, I. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no we,
I, me, and
ain't
mine.
a R.
Instead of us, we, and our.
Yep.
A hustling squad. Everything I've been about a squad, a team. Since hitting the streets coming up. How I got money to come down here doing the Freaknik, we was hustling. We had a whole team set up. Everybody ate. Everybody had a job. Everybody had a position. You know what I'm saying? When I realized that's how corporate America set up. You know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity of getting a year and a half into college. You know what I'm saying? So when I did do that, it was later in life. Damn, it's the same structure as the street, just on a different level. You know what I'm saying? So realizing that, coming down here, let me apply that same hustle. Like you said, you don't even got to go 10 times as hard because the consequences ain't as dire. You know what I'm saying? It ain't life or death. You know what I mean? So when you come in and apply that attitude and energy to corporate America, 8 times out of 10, you're gonna win. Because you coming in more hungry than the last cat. You coming in with more insight on what you got to put to the table. So that's why hustlers usually win. But you got to find the right product, the right market, and something that you got the love for that you're gonna do regardless.
Stocks and bonds, not bullets
You know,
and arms.
so crazy, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why I asked you so deeply about the dream thing, right? I asked you about the dreams because me, right? Like I said, I just turned 49. We know from the hood, rap is already a game where they say, yo, man, it ain't no room for no old dudes. It's a young dude game, and that's just that, man. So for us that was just born hip-hop and all we live is hip-hop, you know, a lot of us didn't have crazy momentum to drop an album the older we got. It ain't like the older you got and the momentum built.
Right.
Make a long story short, right? And this is just a announcement to everybody. When people can sit out here and live their regular lives and dream, whatever else have you, for years, and it don't happen. And then somebody like myself come home that's known as a jailbird. Plus I'm old, right? Well, to what they say, you know, technically. And me at this time, 49 years old, shout out to Uncle Beats, man. Shout out to Kilo. You know, shout out to Cold Hard. And I'm saying this to these individuals because they aren't just stars that came to our platform. Shout out to Cedric Collins, whoa boy. These aren't just stars who've come to our platform. Those are people who have guided us, like how you said, to the point where we have built relationships. So now it's totally different to live, creatively every day. But now the majority of our conversations are not only with them, but they've opened the doors up to so many damn artists. It's crazy, bro, including you. And I mean, now we're associating with stars regularly. Now the playing field is there. And it's all off of just good energy, bro. All off of good energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing at all to do with even the music, the videos, the art, the everything else we doing. And that just came from people believing in us. So shout out again to Uncle Beats, the whole Crucial Conflict family. You know what I'm
That's energy and determination, bro. You just came home. I don't know how long, but just the fact that both of you cats then been to that situation and to come out and be able to live a dream. Hey, let's do something. Let's do something positive. And that's what y'all doing. No matter how long it took, y'all crossed the threshold talking about accomplishments. A lot of people talk about a lot of stuff, and it's cool to talk about it and dream about it. But when you put action to that dream, that's when we get results. You know what I'm saying? And when bro told me about y'all, boop, let me hit bro them up. Boop, I see that energy. Boop, I see that vibe. Boop, let me see what I could contribute to the movement. You know what I'm saying? That's me with anything that I feel good, anything that I feel is going to uplift my people. So whether it's a talk show, man, bro got a brand. His brand represent this. Oh, let me push that. Let me push that. That's the only way your movement gonna get pushed. You can't be scared to put somebody else in the forefront because you want to be there. Your time gonna come. We all bamboo. We all want to break through. But until the Most High give us that time when we finna bust through the soil, we still developing under the ground. You know what I'm saying? So,
straight
man,
up.
shout out to y'all, man. I'll mess with y'all, bro. And I'm definitely going to be putting some more cats up with y'all. And we going to stay in tune on the line.
Well, definitely.
Shout out to you, definitely, bro. Shout out to you.
Appreciate you.
You know?
Appreciate you, man. Spending this hour and a half with us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what's so crazy because the time flew by like it don't even matter.
Yeah. I got one requirement for you guys too, man. One requirement.
What's that?
So I got a lot of joints. I say I got over 10 joints that's out circulating on some streaming stuff. Listen to YB, Yoshi Blade. Find me one that you feel fit your character. It's street stuff, knowledge stuff, spiritual stuff. It's a whole world of different vibes. I don't just create one vibe because I don't just put out one feeling. My music comes from my feelings. So if I feel like this today, that's the vibe I'm on. If I feel like that tomorrow, that's the vibe I'm on. So I create like that. So I should have something for just about everybody. Not everybody, but just about. So check some of me out and let me know what you feel.
So tell everybody where we can find that at, man. How to get a hold of the Yoshi Blade music content.
Oh man, I'm every streaming service. I'm out there. Spotify, which I hate. You know what I'm saying? Because they robbing us blind. YouTube, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? All the common places, I'm there. And what I want us to do as creatives. And another question: shoot these questions to cats, man. Because do y'all remember the box?
Yeah. Video music that you control. Yeah, that was they saying.
We need a new version. We need a new version of the box, or something that can replace that a person can go to. That has to. We need a new version of that. As far as me from the artistry, we need something that the industry don't control what goes through. And right now, for what I'm seeing, are y'all up with that cat Isaac Hayes Jr. with the fan base? What?
Nah,
yo, this cat got a thing he going where he creating a new TikTok, but it's called Fan Base. And he doing a 17 million.
I heard that. I got that app. App, Fan Base. Yep. That's black dude making like a new YouTube. Black oriented.
That's Isaac Hayes' son. That's Isaac Hayes Jr. That's Isaac Hayes' son doing that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another reason why I support that, because that's a black man creating a social media network.
Everybody tap in and get that. It's free. Yeah,
listen, he's giving you an opportunity to be an owner. Buy some shares in it. That way, when it do open up and go on the when they do put it on the market, you will already be an investor. They selling shares for a little as $300 some, bro. They giving you an opportunity to be an owner. Like, imagine having an opportunity to own Facebook before it blow up.
Just like
So
that
he's
ring
giving people
cameras.
an opportunity, and it's based on the artist-based thing. Artists can make money off of it. I'm not making $1 off it at the point, but I like the
Yeah, with
idea.
that,
I like
you
the concept.
automatically
It's black
monetize.
owned, so I'm
That's the
pushing
way
it.
they. Yep. That's another thing on that app right there. From the door, you start with a partnership and monetization program. That's how they do it. There's no just freelancing, unless you just on there to watch other people's music. But if you're an artist and you upload yours, you start business. Period.
So that's why I push that, and anything that's on that narrative of encouraging artist development, I'm on it, bro, because we need it, bro. We need it. We need it.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
So we
check
look
that out.
forward
I
to
ain't
having
live.
you back, brother. We definitely look forward to having you back,
How
man.
about
Shout
the
out to
squad
you, Yoshi.
soldiers, man? Salute, salute.
Shout out.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
Chicago to Atlanta. Shout out to your success. And if you got anything, to leave the people with, man, as far as letting them know something inspiring or anything, man, before we get up out of here, brother. And happy holidays to everybody. Connectwork in the building.
The last thing I want to leave y'all with, bro, is just, man, it don't matter where you at right now. We all bamboo. We all underground developing. We all gonna have our breakthrough if we don't quit. If you quit, you're never gonna have your breakthrough. Never quit. Keep grinding, man. Hustle squad. It's all about the squad. Salute, salute.
Yes, sir.
Now, hold on. We
Yes,
need a
sir.
drop.
Now let's
We need a
see
Connectwork
here.
drop before we get here, brother. I forgot about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give us a drop,
I
Yoshi.
got you. Yo, this your boy Yoshi Blade, Hustle Squad representative on Connectwork, getting it in with my boy IKS and Quay. You know what time it is. Connectwork. If it don't work, then it don't work.
Salute.
You heard it.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate
Salute, salute.
Yes, sir. The Connect. Energy right there.